My name is Abeer. I'm an immigrant, I'm a Muslim, and I'm a woman of color. I am a freelance journalist and a writer, and I'm interested in writing stories about arts, culture, but also how that culture comes to be, how we move around the world, and how we find our sense of belonging and place and sense of home. Do I feel like I belong here? Or if this is my home? I don't, unfortunately. I think there's very complicated negotiations going on here. I feel uncomfortable just because of the kind of nature of our relationship to land, because this is unceded, Coast Salish territories that we are on right now. And it's not really my land or my home. I think it's important for all of us to have connections with our community because that's how we find our sense of belonging. There's actually research that shows that when you migrate to a new country, it takes you 5 years to feel like you're truly part of the fabric of society. That's certainly true for me because I didn't feel at all at home 2 years ago, but at least now there are people I can call. It is important to have community for your emotional, mental well-being. And I think it's important to find strength in each other, but it's also important to be able to come together without feeling the need to put on a mask or without feeling the need to put on a kind of persona where you can be vulnerable with other people and cry, but also laugh, but also find strength in other people and help build other people while you also build yourself. Having reporters of color, having reporters of diverse experiences is not enough to just have in the media landscape. You need to have these people be in positions of power where they can influence decisions and influence who gets hired and how you look and feel to the end product, which is the reader or the consumer or whatever it is. And I think that there are two challenges there. One, you actually have to make those spaces available, and that education needs to happen at the top level. Sometimes you find that your voice gets lost out and you get pushed aside, called someone radical, and brushed aside. But the other thing that I think really needs to happen is when those positions become available or they're actively made for people of color and for people from all kinds of diverse and minority backgrounds, I think it's really important to not set them up to fail because that's a key piece of what's happening. You put someone in a great position, but you don't equip them with the resources or the toolkits or the necessities they need to be able to succeed or thrive in those positions.